Welcome back to Pi Day Crypto. My name is Chase. Today in this video, we are going to be looking at the Bitcoin hash ribbons, what they mean, what they can do for you moving forward now in the future, what all these lines mean on this chart, what are the dots, and all that good stuff and more. We'll also check out the Bitcoin price update, look at what we need for a breakout or a breakdown, and that's about it. We're going to cut right to it. So the hash ribbons. This basically sums up it's just the mining hash rate. So, and the green line is the hash rate. The gray line that you may be barely able to see is the simple moving average of that. So when those cross to the downside, that indicates miner capitulation. It's just the miners, right? The miners are giving up, which that can often be a better indicator of a bottom area, right? I'll get more into that in a minute. A bottoming around the corner versus, retail giving up, which most retail has already given up that we know of. However, the miners have not, right? Look at current day right here. When the green crosses under the gray, that's when you get the red, right? And that's usually miners giving up. Why would they ever give up? Either the price is going too low for it to be profitable, the electricity has become too high to be profitable. Basically, the miners are not making as much profit and they're simply leaving, right? This is miner capitulation. These two red lines are simply the halving, right? Whatever you want to call it. It's called the halving. Don't say halvening. Now, what do these circles mean? Well, the gray circle is your miner capitulation, right when the green crosses under the gray. So that's when you get that. That's not really the significant point of this. This is not why you use it. You use it for the blue dots is what you want to be paying attention to. But you got to get the gray before you can get the blue. And just because you get the gray doesn't mean you have X amount of time before you get the blue. Sometimes you get gray, then you go green. Usually when you get green, it's getting ready to go blue, but it doesn't always happen like that. You don't always have to get one or the other in a certain amount of time. They're all roughly different. They're all a little bit different. But why am I bringing this up today? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's becoming very close. So look at the daily, right? Zooming in here, you can kind of see how close we're getting, right? It's been since last, right here, August 6th, since we actually had the blue spit out buy signal. And then, the last capitulation was, way back in here. You got another one here, right? So that lasted from June 2nd all the way to August 7th, 66 days after capitulation to get your buy signal. And now you might notice, you say, well, Chase, August 7th, we were going up before then. Right, because all indicators are lagging. But this is more of you want to, not use just one indicator ever to be buying or selling, right? You want to have a conglomerate, a team of indicators telling you, and the hash ribbons, the hash rate, right? That's just another indicator for your toolbox. And this will actually, should put your mind at ease. To sum up, you could think of this as a long-term safety net bet, right? So when this happens, not immediately, but usually over the next several weeks to several months, the price is going to increase in a much more assuredly type of manner. So let's go look at this on the price chart. August 7th. So looking at that, roughly August 7th of 2021, mind you. So we got to go way back, right? And most of you maybe were around this area, right? So August 7th was right here. And you might say, well, why the hell does that matter? Well, look at what prices did. Does it mean we have to go up immediately? Well, they did there, but guess what? They came right back, right? But I mean, if you were to just buy August 7th when you got that signal and hold till you were in profit, right, you would have been in profit, relatively quickly. So let's take a measured move of how much you would have won if you just would have waited, right? You're not getting in at the bottom, right? But there's still, Bitcoin went up almost another 60% in the next, 3 months. That's pretty stellar, right? And altcoins were doing way more than that even. So if you want to be super safe or to get your least amount of risk you can, you wait for the hash ribbons to print the blue buy signal. So if it's your first time seeing that, now you know, right? So let's go back and take a look-see again. So let's take a bigger picture, go out to the weekly, and see what it's looked like on the historical chart. So we don't have, going back, this is 7 years. So keep that in mind. So let's adjust this again. So look, in 7 years, going back to 2015, we got 2 there in 2015. We got 1 in 2016, and we didn't get another one until 2018, right? Then you got a couple here, right, which are a lot of volatility going on, right? A lot of interesting things happening, right? The pandemic area, maybe that has something to do with more printing right in that area. But, in the past, since 2020, we got 1 and 2 buy signals, right? So they don't time the actual bottom. They don't tell you like prices are going up immediately after it hits buy, but usually that is a safe time that you want to be entering crypto. If you're on the sidelines and you want to be ultra safe, wait for that. Now, are we close to that? Not even close, right? We haven't even gotten the capitulation yet. Is there a guarantee of capitulation around the corner? No, right? We've gotten close several times before, right? Looking at the daily chart here, right? Look how close we've got back in, March. Let's try to zoom in here for you. I know it's a little bit difficult to see, but I mean, look how close we got here, and then, separation again. This is the closest we've been for in a long time. We're almost right overlapping here. So are we going to get that? And what does that mean? Or if we get the minor capitulation, do prices just tank immediately? No, just like the buy signal doesn't mean prices have to necessarily tank. The miners are just not making enough money, so they're going the way of the dodo. Okay, so hopefully that helps you. If you have any more questions, let me know, comment, join us on Twitter, Telegram, Patreon, and I would be happy to answer any question that you have. So let's go look at the Bitcoin price and see what kind of action we're getting, what we could expect in the next couple days, maybe a couple weeks even, where our resistance points are, our support levels are. You can see for pretty much 30 days straight now, there's May 9th. We're almost at the same price as we were a month ago. Who would have thought that, right? Sideways for a straight month. So what do we have to look forward to? Well, nobody knows, right? No one has a crystal ball. But what we want to be looking for is a break and a close above the EMA 34, which is in the orange. That current price is 31,570. That'll fluctuate a little bit, but as you can see, resistance there, held there, back down, right? We even touched it again back on June 6th, a couple days ago. Resistance, guess what? We did it again June 7th, resistance. So are we going to hit the bottom now? Are we going back to support? Where's our support? Well, I would look around the kind of the 28K level. Nothing solid concrete around here, but that is just kind of where I would be looking, right? The low wicks kind of right in there. 28K psychological round numbers, right? Human emotions. 28K somewhere between there and, this lowest closing candle right in here. 28.5. If we close under that, right, we can wick under it. We had a wick there. We had a wick obviously on our low, 25.3. If we close under this level, if we close under 28 on the daily, yeah, we're probably going back to at least test this low. We'd obviously love to make a higher low if we go back down and we say we hit, 26.1 and then start moving back up again. That would be great. If we take out this low and then kind of instantly recover, right? That would be kind of a fake out down and then a close back up. That would be pretty much the ideal scenario. And then maybe we have enough to move the price backwards to the upside. So watch for that. Now to the upside, if let's say we don't go down first, say we go up first, or where should we be looking there? I'm glad you asked. Let's say step one, close above the EMA 34. Step two, you'd want to take out any kind of recent highs. So really right around that level. To be ultra safe, I would say like 32.5. If we close above 32.5, right, we're probably also likely flirting with our EMA 50, the 50-day EMA right here. If we can close that, then we probably have some momentum building, and then we need to zoom out a little bit, which we've talked about this level, somewhere right around the 37.5 level, right? We lost that kind of key support. That was pretty much the level, the hold, the line in the sand, whatever you want to do. And then, the capitulation ensued the week after. So if we can break above 32.5, the odds of us going up to test somewhere between 35 to 37.5 is very likely, right? So the odds would increase. Now, why 35? Well, that's your previous low back in here, set in late January there, 35K. So you could even extend this box if you wanted to, right? Something like that. So that is where I would be watching for if we get a breakout of 32.5. We have to get a closing candle above the 34 EMA first, and then above 32.5, right? This little baby steps. Then would turn into giant steps, right? If we break above 32.5, we'll probably break pretty quickly up to like around 35 to 37.5. Anything above 37.5 would actually be a huge step for the bulls, and then we'd have to kind of re-examine what we're going. Because if you get above that, level the first time, there's likely some huge momentum building for the bulls. But these are big things to overcome. So for the low side, 28K. For the high side, 32.5. Then we can reevaluate from there. We'll do another Bitcoin update on Monday, and we might have a different looking studio. It's a room. I'm going to redo some stuff. I'm keeping the Chainlink sign. Don't freak out. And speaking of Chainlink, I'll do a Chainlink video hopefully today. Maybe some stuff tomorrow as well. Try to do a little bit more active YouTubery. Copyrighted right then. Okay, so hopefully that helped you out today. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, what you want to see more of. Do you want more videos? Do you want like longer, but maybe a 1 or 2 videos a week? Or do you want like shorter, maybe daily videos, every other day videos? I'm here for you. I'd like to do something, but I don't know what to do, right? I'm at a crossroads here. Do I go all in and, live with my 300 views per video? Or do I don't know. You tell me. Help me. I don't know. Reverse Jerry Maguire on that one. I appreciate you staying this long if you have. Let's get to our quote and car of the day. We got a good car. They're all good cars. What am I talking about? All right, June 8th. Just kidding. That was yesterday. Okay. All right, June 9th. We're seeing it for the first time together. Hope is like the sun, which, as we journey toward it, casts a shadow of our burden behind us. How dark. All right. Car of the day. Let's get to the good stuff. The Ferrari SUV Purosangue. I don't know if I said that right. Any Italians in the comments, light me up. We got another view. Now, what is the difference? Well, this is the concept car of that car that we just saw. This is the real one coming out, right? Or, virtually out almost. This is the real one. I love the wheels. Sick. Great wheels. I think that's the best feature on the car. Little too plain to ask me for this. If you ask me, I like the Urus better. They came out with this to compete with the Lamborghini Urus. I don't know how much competition that's going to prove. This one was much better. Look how much more sculpting was in this concept, right? Look at the hood. Look at the side airflow, right? Nice. Much more sharp body lines. I wish they would have kind of stuck more with that. These wheels aren't as good though, so I do like the wheels better on here. But a little too plain. It looks almost like the Ferrari Americas back in what is it? The 356. I can't remember the actual ones. I've got the concept down there. It's a little too plain to me, if I can be harsh. I like Ferrari, I like Lamborghini, I like McLaren, but really, I mean, I feel like the Lamborghini Urus is the dominant supercar SUV. I feel like Ferraris came out with this too late, and it's a little too boring. They had to do something pretty extreme. I think this might have pulled it off. That looks a little bit better to me. What do you think? Thoughts? For the 3 of you watching still. All right, I appreciate you watching this long if you have. Thumbs up if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next video. Hopefully Chainlink. Ta-ta.